everybody, it's me, Colleen McCrae Katz, coming at you again from Havertown, Pennsylvania. And tonight, I'm going to be making a roast beef with some roasted potatoes, and I'm going to be using my Savory Garlic cooking cream. And this is going to give me all kinds of flavor and a nice creamy gravy that's going to cook up when I cook my roast beef with my potatoes. So, I'm going to get started real quick on this. It's not hard at all. It consists of a 2-pound eye roast, 1 cup of sliced onions, 2 cups of sliced mushrooms, 3 or 4 red bliss potatoes, and I quarter them and then I slice them really nice and thinly, about 1/2 inch, so that they cook up well and evenly while the roast is cooking. 1 tablespoon of fresh dill, 1 tablespoon of fresh parsley, and 1 cup of skim milk. And I'm going to get things assembled shortly, but first we're just going to real quickly whip up this sauce, and it's going to take just a couple minutes. So here's my mixing bowl, and what I'm going to do is, this one, my Savory Garlic cooking cream, and a spoon. That is the best implement that we can use with this. It's so soft and so creamy that it just takes a spoon to get it out of the container. I'm going to put it in our mixing bowl. Make sure you get everything out. You don't want to miss any of the delicious garlic cooking cream. Oh, it smells really good. And then we're just going to whisk it up with our cup of milk. Hold on 1 second. There we go. You're just going to whisk it up so that it's fully incorporated with the milk. And once that's all done and whisked together, you can put in your tablespoon of fresh dill, your tablespoon of fresh parsley, and whisk it all together. And that's your gravy, that's your sauce right there. That's it. How quick was that? Okay, so that's all together. I'm going to take a quick break right now, and I'm going to go over to my countertop, and I'm going to get the roast into the roasting pan. You're going to use a 12 by 10 roasting pan. That's your best bet for this size roast, and the potatoes, enough room for the potatoes to go around. I'm going to spray it with some cooking spray, and then we're going to get everything assembled. I'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, so I've put my roast into my roasting pan, and I've put my potatoes all the way around. You can see it, they're not too piled up on top of each other, because you want them to cook pretty well, and if they're too piled up, they won't cook right. And then the next thing I do is sprinkle my onions on both the roast and on the potatoes. You want to get that flavor. I like to have a lot of onions. Not everybody likes the onions. You could always skip the onions if you're not an onion person, but I really like onions, so I put a lot of them in here. And then the mushrooms, and we're going to just distribute those all the way around with the potatoes. And one of my puppies just got a mushroom for us to treat because it fell. Okay, and Cavi, did you like that? And then put some mushrooms up on top. And then the next step is just to pour our cream all over everything so that it cooks. Oh, it smells so good, really, guys, it does. It cooks and gives a lot of flavor to the roast and the potatoes and makes a nice gravy. And then the last thing I would do is to add just a little fresh cracked black pepper to taste. But everybody has their own level of pepper that they like in things, and this already has so much flavor in it, doesn't really need much. So that's it. I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven. Now this is a 2-pound roast. It's going to take 1 hour to cook. It's a ½ hour per pound when you're cooking a roast beef. And we're going to come back in an hour and we're going to see how it looks and we're going to see how it tastes. I think it's going to be wonderful. Be back in a little bit. Bye. Alright, our roast beef is done. We've sliced it. As you can see, it's just perfectly done. Perfect amount of pinkness to the beef. Look at these potatoes. They're almost like a scalloped potato, but with a whole lot less time and effort. And I already tasted the potatoes. They're delicious. They're a little cheesy and gooey. And I'm going to take a little taste of the roast beef right now. Just a tiny little taste. Juicy, moist, delicious. And one more taste of the potatoes. Really good, guys. It's easy. You throw it in the oven for an hour, come back an hour later, and you've got 2/3 of your dinner done. You just make a vegetable on the side, and you're ready to go for dinner. So that's my recipe. I hope you like it. See you next time. Bye-bye.